Hey, Donkey, what's happening, man?
What's up, man?
Man, I finally get a chance to catch up with you, bro.
I know, right? What it do, bro?
Nothing much, bro. How life been treating you?
Man, life is great, bro. I ain't lying. Like, life is
Long way from across that track, huh?
real.
So, from across the track, man, how your upbringing was?
Man, it was crazy, bro. Like, man, we had, like, real life. Like, it was real life growing up. Seeing murders young. Crack cocaine era hit, Boosie blowing up rap, like it was like a movie, man. You know, to say that 2021, to be able to be back down here, man, in Louisiana, sitting in some of the places, and can just really say that we beat the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I beat the game, man. So it was crazy growing up, man. Like, for real.
All right, so you had caught a murder charge. What age that was?
Yeah, at 15.
15, damn.
15.
And they gave you life in prison on parole at 15?
Yeah, so at 15 I was sentenced. I was sentenced to life plus 90 years in prison without the benefit of probation and parole. And I was shipped to Angola. So I did like 5.5, 6 years in Angola. I went in there when I was 15 years old, though. Got out when I was like 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, man, you going to jail so young, how you think that's changed you?
For me, when I went in there, I didn't get a hold to exactly what I was supposed to, because I went in there, man, wild, you know, a product of my environment. So it didn't really set in to about 3 years that, you know, I would never coming home.
Mm-hmm.
So that really opened my eyes, man, and God began to get my attention while I was in prison, man, and but it really, I can say now today, prison helped me. Prison saved my life.
Yeah.
Because I know without a doubt, if I wouldn't have had that jose, if I wouldn't have did that jose, I probably would have been dead on the street. But it kept me. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that really helped me. It was a blessing in disguise. It didn't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wouldn't want to go through it again. But overall, with who I am today, man, it really played a part to help me to become the man that I am today, you know.
All right, so everything that need to change that rule with the juvenile automatic get sentenced to life in prison or parole?
Man, I think you asked me, should they change it?
Yeah, should they change it?
Yes, man. And from my understanding, because I'm still hands-on with a lot of them that I left. So,
yeah.
And it's crazy because with that ruling, I'll just be getting some play.
Yeah.
So a lot of them, I'm hands-on with them now, so I get a chance to hear they cry and hear they heartbeat, man, and it brought so much joy that finally they see it how we saw it. Like, for someone to get sentenced to life without the benefit of probation and parole and never come home at such a young age like that, I definitely believe that it's cruel and unusual punishment, man. So I definitely think they need to pass it. Not just that it hit home for me and I was one of them, but when I look at it from a place now, me being a father of someone that age, man, you don't know what you're doing like that, man. So I'm all for it, you know.
Hey, what made you in life be like, I need to change?
Man, I want to go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
From like running around in the streets to like, man, let me get my life together. What happened in life?
Oh man, bro. First of all, it was God. Like, it was nothing but God. I had an encounter with God, but I had got to that place, man, in life to where I wanted peace, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wanted peace. Like, we been getting money. Like, I been having things. Like, I been hustling. I been, like, having what it is that most people will look and see, like, you know what? He made it. They made it. Like, that. I've been that. But I didn't have no inner peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have that peace, bro. Like, I was always wanting more. I would always be angry. And I realized, like, you know what, man? I got to do something different. And that's when God changed my life, bro.
And, like, what made you think, pull you to the street? You think rap music or something was a role to pull you close to the streets or something?
I know for us, it played a part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, rap played a part in it. But the difference is with the influence of us it was my environment. Like, my life was a product of my environment. Like,
yeah.
I grew up across the track, one of the realest, craziest places ever that I've experienced. So I had to get in or fall down. You know what I'm saying? And so I was a product of my environment, man. So that's what made me, that's what turned me, that's where the name Donkey come from. It didn't come from rapping. By the time Boosie blew up rapping, I already had a name. I was already putting in work in the street, and so it was my neighborhood, the South, that turned me out like that. Turned me out, you know.
Who was some of the people that be like, man, Donk, you need to chill out, man?
Oh man, first of all, my mom, God bless her soul, man.
Yeah.
Mom used to always try to get me. A lot of the old heads, because man, I was probably the wildest one. I was the worst of the family. I was the wildest one on the block. So you know, I used to always hear that a lot. Like, bro, you gotta stop, or you not gonna live to see 18. Like they automatically knew I was gonna be dead. And so you used to have all the old heads, man, used to try to always pull me to the side and let me know, like, man, listen, you just too wild. Just the teachers, all of that, man, they used to just be like I was too wild. So that used to be a norm for people to try to tell me, like, man, don't, you moving too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to turn it down, son. You moving too fast.
Yeah. You changed, you brought God into your life. You know, some people may be ashamed to bring God in their life.
Right.
How you managed to do that?
I know for me, like this, and this real talk, like all of us, man, like we grew up knowing God. My grandfather was a pastor. Like we grew up knowing God, all of us, right? But there was the thing though, like the product, being a product of our environment, we used to be in tough situations to where we knew it was nothing but God that brought us out, right? And so when God changed my life, like I always been an all in or all out type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Like this really my life. I really believe in keeping it real. So when God changed my life, it was like, you know what? The same way I went hard for them streets, I'm gonna go hard for God because I'm a real one. So I gotta stand up for God. I gotta tell people about God. And this was the blessing though. When He blessed my life and I found that peace and He opened doors that only He could open. Now I want all the real ones like in the street to experience what I'm experiencing. Like it's 100% better with God. My family better, my finance better, my square footage of my home's better. I'm sitting at tables that I never sit at before. Like my life is 100% better. So it's easy for me to talk about it because I'm really living a life for God. So it's easy for me. The same way when I was in the street, I'm all the way thugged out. So when you got me, you really got Donkey. Like it wasn't no pretending, it wasn't no rapping. We really living what it is that y'all saw. So once God changed my life, it was like Saul to Paul. When Saul was changed to Paul, Paul went hard. Like if you read that word, that's my dog. Paul went hard, and that was me, Donkey to Donk. You seeing what happened, man? And you know, y'all saw God change my life. So it ain't like this no play for me, or y'all have to question and ask like, man, like what happened? It was God. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah.
So, man, what you survived being shot? You were shot?
Yep.
What?
Man, I got shot a couple times, man. My first time getting shot, I was 11 years old playing with a gun. I was shot in my stomach. I was paralyzed for like 2.5 years.
Damn.
Then I was shot in my face. Coming across the Mississippi Bridge one night, coming from a club, car pulled on side of me and shot one time, hit me in my face, went through my mouth, came out my neck. Yeah. And both of those times, the doctor said I'd never walk again. God healed me. The doctor said I'd never be able to talk again. God healed me. So all of this was leading up to me being able to travel the world now and tell them how real God is, you know?
Yeah, man, because when I look at you now, like you got like the sunlight in your eye. Compared to like, I ain't trying to, you know, put you down, but compared like to your old music videos.
No, you're right, bro. Like, let me tell you, that's the anointing of God, bro. Like, I'm an example of God real. Like what you see going on and this joy that's on my life, this glow, it's the anointing of God. Back then, I didn't have this.
Yeah.
So you're not putting me down, because when I look at the 40 Glock videos, when I look
that's the one I'm talking about.
Here, man, I be looking like, bro, like you can see the demon. Like I was off my mind, man. So I see what you see. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say this life 100% better, bro.
All right, your wake up and pray movement. You can explain that?
So to wake up and pray, when God changed my life, He told me, He say, look, one of the things He told me, He say, I want you to start a prayer line, like real talk. And He said that name it, wake up and pray. He said to reach all over the globe. And so I did it. At first it was just on Saturdays. Now we do it every day. And the thing about it, it have reached people all over the globe. So every morning at 7 o'clock, I do a prayer call. It only lasts 15 minutes. And people from all over the globe come on this call. And you can come on now. The number 302-202-1102. And the code 853230. And it's real, man. Like, you have church people on there, street people on there, pastors on there, gangsters on there, robbers on there. You have homeless people on there. You have me on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be some of that. So that wake up and pray really, it gave me the confidence on how to go around and pray and talk and really speak, because every morning I picture me speaking to the nations. So that's how I would see it, because I can look at the numbers, and you got people from China on here, Jamaica, got people from across the track, you got people from South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, all of these people. And so I would have to be on here every day. And I know God was building me on that wake up and pray, preparing me for what it is that I'm doing now, traveling, speaking, and doing different stuff like that now, you know.
All right, so your another thing right quick for arrange your speaking engagement you have with kids.
Right.
What you hope to touch the kids on?
My thing is, I want my life to be an example that you can finish strong. Like you can get up and be great again. Like your slips don't define you. Don't let that define you. Like, you can finish strong. You can have a great story. Like, you can take your struggles and the troubles that you've been in and turn it around for the better. I did it. And so every time I'm speaking, and that separates me from being, I'm not a motivational speaker. Like, and I'm not knocking the motivational speaker. They have some great ones. Some people go to school. Well, that's not who I am. Because once you're motivated, that motivation leaves. I'm a real life speaker. Meaning, I speak about what I've been through in real life. I'm going to give you real life tips. And if you apply them to your life, you're going to have real life results. I'm a real life speaker, man. And so I take it to the heart when I do that. I don't care if I reach one. Because if I reach one person, that means that I reached a generation. Because each person represents a generation. So I take it to heart, you know?
Yeah, because like some people, they be like, man, I'm too old to get my life back together. They might be like 30-something, 40 years old, man.
Man, and that's when you're never too old. You're never too old for a blessing. All I did was showing them how to get blessed. You never too old. Like, you never too old for a blessing. You feel me? So, man, and I encourage anybody, man, you never too old for that. You feel me?
All right, Don, man, let's go on and wrap it up, man. What you got coming up?
Oh, man, I got that reality show, Dunks Real Life, man. We shopping that now. Man, this go bless y'all. It's one of the realest reality shows ever. The camera's been following me, and everywhere I go, it's real, man. We got that. We got the book of my life coming out, Dunks, Life After Life, the autobiography of Dunk, dropping. I'm in the studio working on some music right now, some reality music, man. We got the label, Real Life Music Group, dropping. And I'm just...
What that is? Gospel music?
Yeah. Reality music, no cursing like gospel music, just real life music. I thank God to put me in a great position to be able to be one of the ones that can do that.
Yeah.
That can bring those that's in the struggle in the industry along with those that's walking with God, because that's who I bump shoulders with, the struggle. God sent Jesus to be able to help the sick, not those who are already well, and that's what I represent. I want the struggle. I want those who need help. You feel me? And so, yeah, that's what I got going, man.
All right, Dunk, man.
Boosted Bash 2021. That's what's happening, man. So I'm excited about that, man. Let me shout out to Boosted first, because we got a church service Sunday morning across the track in the middle of the street, man. So this is about to be epic, man, for real.
All right, Dunk, appreciate you, bro.
100, bro.
All right.
Don't checking in. Yeah.